Mary Elizabeth Bowser was an African-American born 1846 into slavery in Virginia. Enslaved by the Van Lew family, she later became a Union spy during the Civil War. Freed by Elizabeth Van Lew, Mary was sent to a boarding school in Philadelphia and later to Liberia for missionary work. Upon her return, she married Wilson Bowser in 1861. Mary infiltrated the Confederate President Jefferson Davis's household, posing as a slave. She gathered crucial intelligence, which she passed on to Union officials, significantly aiding the Union's efforts. After the war, Mary dedicated herself to educating former slaves, founding a school in St. Mary's, Georgia. She later gave lectures about her experiences using pseudonyms for safety. Mary Bowser's remarkable contributions were honored posthumously by her induction into the Military Intelligence Hall of Fame.
David Bustle Bowser was a pioneering 19th-century African-American artist known for his ornamental and portrait paintings. He designed battle flags for 11 African-American regiments during the Civil War, creating the first widely viewed positive images of African-Americans by an African-American. His works included portraits of prominent figures like President Abraham Lincoln and abolitionist John Brown. Born in Philadelphia in 1820, Bowser was the grandson of Cyrus Bustill, a former slave who became a community leader and was trained by his cousin, artist Robert Douglas Jr. Throughout his life, Bowser was politically active, helping to secure key civil rights legislation in Pennsylvania. He and his wife, Elizabeth, supported their family through their artistry and were known for their civic engagement and philanthropy. David Bowser died in 1900, but his legacy lives on through his powerful and inspiring artwork. Irby Bowser was a renowned blues, jazz, and boogie-woogie pianist from Davila, Texas. Born on May 5, 1918, he began playing piano and singing in church as a child. After high school, he toured with various bands and performed in USO shows during World War II. In the mid-1950s, Bowser and his wife moved to Austin, Texas, where he began a 20-year career with the National Cash Register Company. He played with guitarist T.D. Bell and formed the Blues Specialists, becoming a staple in the Austin music scene. Despite taking a break, Bowser and Bell returned to the stage in the late 1980s, performing nationally and internationally, including at the Smithsonian Institution and Carnegie Hall. Bowser's influences included his parents, wife, and high school music teacher. He worked with many notable performers and received numerous honors, including induction into the Austin Music Memorial in 2010. Irby Bowser's legacy lives on through his recordings and contributions to the blues and jazz music world.
Florence Bowser was a pioneering educator dedicated to the education of Black children in Nansemond County, Virginia. Born in Norfolk, she graduated from Virginia State University in 1892. In 1920, she helped establish Florence Graded School, the first Rosenwald school in Virginia for African Americans. Her work with the Sleepy Hole District School Improvement League and the Rosenwald program was instrumental in its creation. In 1963, the school was expanded and renamed Florence Bowser Elementary, honoring her legacy. In September 2022, the school celebrated 100 years of educating students in Suffolk. In September 2023, her descendants held a ceremony for a new historical highway marker placed near the school. Florence Bowser remains a trailblazer, being the first African-American woman to have a school named after her in Suffolk.
Benny Lee Bowser Sr., born on February 2, 1939 in Davila, Texas, was a remarkable man known for his strength in and out of the boxing ring. Benny attended Anderson High School and later graduated from Houston-Tillotson University. He began his professional boxing career on October 8, 1959, earning the nickname The Brute, with 22 wins and 17 KOs. He became the Texas middleweight and state lightweight champion in the early 60s. After retiring from boxing, Benny worked for the Texas Rehabilitation Commission and became a dedicated youth counselor. He founded the Give Kids a Break program, helping troubled youth through boxing training. Benny was known for his kindness, generosity, and sense of humor. He was a loving husband to Diana Bowser for 36 years and a devoted father and grandfather. Benny's contributions to his community earned him accolades, including an award from the Austin Police Department and a letter of appreciation from Governor Ann Richards.
Joyce Marie Branham Thompson was born on July 26, 1938, in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, to Logwood and Elvira Branham. Raised in a spiritual and loving home, Joyce excelled academically, graduating from Douglas High School and earning a degree in early childhood education from Bacone College. She also received her Montessori certification from Oklahoma City University. Her career was marked by diverse roles, including educator, insurance agent, and Head Start director. In 1976, Joyce joined the Oklahoma City Police Academy and served for 20 years, retiring as the first African-American female detective sergeant. Joyce's community involvement was extensive, including work with the Eastern Star and volunteering at OU Medical Center. She was a trailblazer, the first African-American to fly Air One, the Oklahoma City Police helicopter. Joyce leaves behind a legacy of love and service.
I'm just thrilled to announce my re-election. Campaign for mayor begins today.
Mayor Muriel Bowser has been one of the most high-profile mayors D.C. has ever had, making national headlines with the COVID response, Black Lives Matter Plaza, and the attack on the U.S. Capitol. But local issues will be what voters in D.C. will likely focus on. One question she will face is whether mayoral control of public schools is working.
When I think about where to put my 3-year-old daughter in school, the choices that I have confidence in near my home, they abound.
But not every parent has that same confidence in their neighborhood school.
But many, many more, Mark, than when we started. And so now is not the time to abandon what has brought us here.
They said, Bowser, I don't care who's in power in the Congress or who wins the White House. It doesn't change who we are.
In 2014, Briana Jackson founded Hurricane Cheer Athletics with a vision to make all-star cheer accessible to underdeveloped communities. With a remarkable 27 years of experience, Briana has been dedicated to instilling leadership skills, self-confidence, and positivity into every athlete who walks through HCA's doors. As a USASF certified coach and a master's degree holder in education, Briana brings a unique blend of expertise and passion to her role. Her mission extends beyond the gym, focusing on molding athletes both inside and outside of cheerleading, equipping each athlete with the tools they need to succeed not only in the program, but in life. Briana's vision is helping shape the leaders of tomorrow.
How many Black principals did you two have growing up?
I had one, Oldham Middle School.
Oh, yeah, Oldham.
Mr. Harden.
Mr. Harden.
Turning pages from the past.
That was an exciting moment for the family.
Audrey Collins and Joseph Bowser are full of laughs and knowledge.
Soon we'll be sibling leaders, both with doctorate degrees.
According to the U.S. Department of Education, during the 2020 to 2021 school year, 78.4% of school principals were non-Hispanic white. 9.5% were Black or African American. These two are now part of that number at Beaumont ISD.
Both our parents worked in the district. We call it the family business.
But walking down these halls,
I mean, this our other Black history wall. Yeah.
didn't come easy. You see, Audrey grew up a straight-A student, graduated from Westbrook High School, and received a music scholarship from Sam Houston State University. She received her master's at Lamar University.
Growing up, there was an expectation Audrey is a clear-cut pathway. His pathway kind of did that sometimes.
His focus was football and being the class clown, but he soon learned there was more to life than the game.
I got diagnosed with dyslexia my junior year in college. So I went all the way through school trying to figure it out.
After graduating from Westbrook High School, Joseph graduated from Cisco Junior College, then obtained his bachelor's at Texas A&M Commerce. He later received his master's from Lamar University.
I have a speech impediment. I'm a stutterer. I had a reading disability. She actually used to have to read my homework to me.
And Audrey still looks out for her older brother today.
Her opinion means a lot to me.
Here's a full circle moment in 2022.
That was my first administrative meeting as a principal.
Joseph is now in a lead position, just like his sister, impacting others.
To be able to take a picture with somebody that people didn't think was going to go as far as he's gone, it makes me proud to stand in a picture with him as a leader.
Both Audrey and Joseph are back in school to receive a doctorate's degree.
Representation is key so that kids can see that there isn't a limit.
It's a tradition that gets bigger and bigger here in Tyler. I'm talking about the Joyce Bowser football camp. Oh, and it's free. Every year, 7 times now, Bowser and his volunteers have put young athletes through drills as they seek improvement. But it's not all just about athletics. It's also about learning how to take direction.
Absolutely, man. I think that's all of that comes into play when it comes to being a player, when it comes to being just a person in general. You got to be able to hear. You got to be able to listen. You got to be able to, take instructions and execute at a very high level. And that's in all aspects of life, not even just sports, but within your job. I know for you, you got to know what your boss tells you. You got to listen. You can't just hear and go one after the other. You got to be able to understand what he's saying and get there and execute and do your job. And that's how you make your money. That's how you get paid. That's how you take care of your family. And the same with me. I got to do the same thing. And I'm just trying to teach these young kids the same as well.
Bowser, when he was their age, listened. From Tyler High, he would land a scholarship at the University of Houston and get drafted by the Baltimore Ravens in the 2nd round. Currently a free agent, he has no problem maintaining his enthusiasm at his own camp.
I think it's just natural. When you come back home to a city that's given so much to you, that's poured so much into you, especially with my family being here, they've done everything and more for me. So just coming back here, being with these kids is, just something natural that I want to do because I got the same treatment when I was younger and I want to give those kids the same thing.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I want to marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I want to marry you. Well, I know this little chapel on the boulevard we can go. No one will know. Oh, come on.
We know how to get together. There you go. See, that's our tradition. Mm-hmm. I mean, and when one person say, "Come on, let's get together," we do our best to do it. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you, the food that show up there is a sin. That's all I got to tell you. All of the family reunions that I have attended, I've enjoyed them to the utmost. It would always be, I guess that was just my time to be among my relatives because we would have some wonderful times. We'd have all the good barbecue you could eat. We'd have A.B. there who would be out there cooking that meat. I just thank God for all of the experiences I've had with my family. A family of people that love each other. We were taught to love one another, look out for one another, and never think ourselves more highly than we ought. We were taught that. I don't care how much education you received. It didn't make anybody feel like they were more than you, Plain, ordinary people appreciating what we had learned that would help us get through this world. That's all it was about. God has blessed us tremendously in this, and He's allowed some of us to grow old gracefully. Sometimes you want to complain, but you're too grateful, to have reached the age, I'll say, that you have. If it's a long time, And longevity runs in this family. But it's not because we don't live because of that. We live because God is so good to us. That's the way He wants it. And I just want to say that it's just a blessing to be a part of this family. I really would like to say to this whole family, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.